What's going on, everybody? I'm Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffy Hoops. Today's video, we're talking about one of the best players in the NBA, one of the most outlandish trade requests, I think, in NBA history. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant requested a trade, and the official Taffy Hoops opinion, and it's kind of sad for our content, but Kevin Durant is not going to be traded this offseason.
So on June 30th of this year, Kevin Durant requested a trade 2 days after Kyrie opted into his player option. The super team Nets just failed, basically, never making it past the second round, even though maybe if Kevin Durant had a smaller shoe size, they would have won a championship. But that is not what we're talking about today. We're talking about why Kevin Durant will not be traded. And the first reason is that no team is really willing to match the Nets' asking price for Kevin Durant. And their asking price was 2 all-star caliber talents and a cache of draft picks, whatever that means. Probably just like whatever a team has. So there were a few teams that made some offers. First one was the Raptors. They were unwilling to give Scotty Barnes, but they offered Siakam, Anunoby, and 3 first-round picks, which was pretty easily declined by the Nets.
Yeah, I think that whole not willing to give Scotty Barnes kind of shows the trickiness of this whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Kevin Durant, which if you saw our top 25 ranking video, he's in our top 5. He's our top 3-ish player.
Mm-hmm.
He's our top 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish player. He is. But that being said, him asking for a trade, it's like he's so much on the older side that I don't know, as a GM, I don't want to give up a player like Scotty Barnes, who has a super bright future and potentially leads to a championship for my team. Maybe a couple, maybe dynasty, not dynasty, but for Kevin Durant, who at best maybe gives us one
or 2,
maybe 2.
He probably has 3 or 4 good years left. And I don't know if most teams are willing to give their whole future for 3 or 4 good years of Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Another team that gave a decent offer, the best player that was offered, Jaylen Brown and Derek White, and a first-round pick for Kevin Durant. And the Celtics weren't willing to give up Marcus Smart with that and more picks. So their offers off the table. Celtics are basically not going to get Kevin Durant.
That one was interesting because it would be, I would maybe understand this the star swap between Kevin Durant and Jaylen Brown, but I am proud of the Celtics. They could have added Marcus Smart, and I think that deal would have been done.
Mm-hmm.
But they knew that they couldn't give up depth, because if they give up depth, then it's they just become the Boston Celtics, or no, the Boston Celtics. They become the Brooklyn Nets, who have Kevin Durant, another star, and just nothing else.
Right, and they were so close to winning a championship that last year that they made a bunch of moves without getting rid of much. They got Danilo Gallinari, they got Malcolm Brogdon. Why tear it all down just for an inconsistent Kevin Durant, even though he is a top 3 player in the NBA? Another team that wanted to give up almost everything until Ayton kind of screwed them up. The Suns wanted...
Not Ayton, the Pacers.
The Pacers. Thank you. The Suns tried to offer Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and an unspecified number of first-round picks. They're unwilling to trade Devin Booker and CP3, understandably. And they cannot trade DeAndre Ayton until January 15th. So if the Suns want to get a deal done for Kevin Durant, it cannot be this offseason. It would be in January at some point. January 15th, I think. Which I could see the Nets trying to get a deal done with the Suns, especially since Kevin Durant said that one of the teams he wants to go to is the Suns.
I wonder why.
Right.
Gosh, he's not even trying to hide it. He's just I would like to go to the Suns or the Heat. Those were his 2 main options. What do those teams share in common? They're the 1 seeds.
And they have hot weather.
Yeah, that too.
I thought that was where you were gonna go. I thought that was the whole thing you were going to.
He's not even trying to hide it.
Right. And then the Pelicans haven't made an offer, but they said they're not going to trade Zion or Brandon Ingram, so they're off the table, even though I thought they could make a really good offer, and they were the prediction I had for them to get Kevin Durant this offseason. And since they're off the table, I don't think any other team really has any other options, unless, like, a superstar becomes available for Kevin Durant, which I don't see likely.
I think the Heat are still a possibility.
They can't trade Bam.
But they can't trade Bam.
They can't trade Bam because of that stupid rookie scale. Or you know that rule about how they can't have Ben Simmons and like another player they traded for. Yeah. So they can't have Bam or Tyler Hero.
Jeez. Okay, yeah.
And then another reason why Kevin Durant won't be traded is that he still has Kyrie on the team. He doesn't have enough leverage to get off the team when the Nets still can contend with him and Kyrie. And Ben Simmons still. So they could still have a solid year, run it back, and maybe even win a championship, even though they have all these issues within the organization.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets dynasty is not done yet.
Brooklyn Nets era. KD era in Brooklyn. I don't think it's a dynasty.
Okay. Yeah. The KD era in Brooklyn is not over yet. But, yeah, I think it's coming to a close. I think I could see Kevin Durant. I don't think he'll be moved during this season.
I feel like that'd be a really difficult trade deadline thing to do.
Yeah, because if no team had a trade for him this season, they're not going to have a trade for him. Or this offseason, they're not going to have a trade for him
during the season.
By the trade deadline this season.
Right.
Maybe next offseason, because maybe now some teams have some time to prepare.
Right.
Actually prepare a trade package that I think
could get Kevin Durant.
I mean, that's the earliest I see it, and that's pretty early.
Right.
But yeah, just a really quick video. We're just talking about Kevin Durant, and all that's going on with him. But sorry it was so delayed. We just didn't want to post this video
and then him get traded.
And so once we were kind of certain that he wasn't, we decided to make this and just talk about it all.
Right.
So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments or our Discord server, and we'll see you all in the next video.
Peace.